like to know what you think about the aliens and the reptilians. Who do you think they are? My latest revelation about that is that these are the reptilians that were created on the 5th day of creation. That the whole creation, the whole 6 days of creation, all of the creatures and the earth and the heaven and everything that was created materialized, and that Adam, who was formed on the 6th day, he was the consciousness of the whole. He was not a singularity, I'm sure you know that, but he was an invisible mind that penetrated every element of the creation, controlling the whole thing, just like my brain controls my whole body. I have trillions of cells and multiple organs, and my brain controls them all to the point that I am a singularity. My arm doesn't go, my left arm doesn't go one way, my right arm another way. And that's who Adam was. He was the consciousness and the personality behind, that was flowing through every element of the creation. And that when Elohim, inside of the creation, rebelled against that whole river of life and tried to take over the creation from the inside, Adam fell apart. That's what I was teaching. He fell apart. He fell into many members. And I was just thinking in terms of the earth man. And he became many members, and that's who humanity are today. And that the reptilians and the other parts of the creation, everything was conscious in those days. The trees were conscious. Everything was conscious in those days. I don't know that there were any animals, as we know, bunny rabbits. I don't think there were any, but I could be wrong. So I knew that he broke up into many members, and that humanity today are the many members of Adam that was bitten by the snake. And that the most recent revelation that I had was that the reptilians and the fowls that were created on the 5th day, that they were victimizing the humanity, because the earthen part of Adam had become humanity, and they were being victimized by the reptilians and the fowls, which were both birds and insects, spiritual birds and conscious, intelligent spiritual birds and spiritual insects and spiritual reptilians. You know, they were victimizing Adam's human members. So Jehovah put a dimensional wall between us. He put the humanity in a place behind a dimensional wall, or put us in a place and put everyone else behind a dimensional wall. And that dimensional wall is in the mind. Jehovah said, don't cross the line, just like he said to the water when he separated the earth and the seas. He said, water, you won't go any further. Seas, don't you go any further. He said to those reptilians and those fowls, he said, don't go any further. Don't cross that dimensional wall, because I'm not going to let you destroy humanity. I'm going to keep them separated from you until I bring forth the holy flesh in them, which will make them equal to the word in my heart is contest, as to who will possess them. You, okay, who are now illegal, you're illegal in that you have an independent existence. You have to be absorbed into the singularity, all you intelligent reptilians. And fowls have to be absorbed into the singularity. So in your state of mind, whereby you are an individual and want to be male to these human beings, you are a danger to them. So I'm separating them from you. See, we read about that in the New Testament, and an angel appeared and put a great chain upon Satan and chained him down in that pit for 1,000 years. And after 1,000 years, he would be released for a little season to see if Israel would resist him or yield to him. So who do you think they are? Well, I didn't finish what I was saying. So when I listened to you, I knew that I didn't believe in the outer space of NASA. I don't believe them and I don't trust them. because I know that they're the Nazis that came over from Germany after World War II. And I don't think that they have a godly agenda at all. Okay. So I knew it wasn't real. I knew that the planets, the local planets of our solar system were real, but I really embraced what you said. That everything that's out there, whatever it is that you can see with the telescope, to whatever degree that it's a part of the true image, because nothing out here is real. The reality is all in the other, and you disagree with that, I believe. The reality is all in the invisible realm. This world is the mirror image of the visible realm. This is the concrete world, which is being made into a paradise and a house for God. That's true. So everything, I agree with you that this is the world that counts and that it's becoming the Garden of Eden, but it's still being generated by consciousness in an invisible plane. So if I understand you correctly, I can't agree with you about that. Other than that this visible world is very important, and that it's becoming the Garden of Eden, and nobody's going to heaven or anything. It's right here. But it's here because it's being built by invisible powers. So when you said that the planets and the stars out there were atoms dissociated consciousness, that really grabbed me. I really like that. So his body, the earth, the dust part of him, broke up into many members, like we are here. And his mind broke up into many members also, dissociated. Again, the reflection of that dissociation is outer space to whatever degree, or the local planets to whatever degree that exists. I like that. So if his dust body broke up, and this whole world is the reflection of what happened to his dust body, that's what we look like. His spirit dissociated and became the planets. What happened to his soul? Maybe what happened to his soul is that they became the reptilians, the individuated reptilians and fowls. That's a very interesting thought.